And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Snags it and he's open. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Running inside, it's Fletcher. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Mensah. Under fire. It's complete to the right. And he got it so close to that 1st down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be 4th down.
And it's decision time on this first drive. And I choose aggressiveness, right? Set the tone in this football game. You got a 4th and short situation. Trying to get points on this drive. Establish yourself. Be aggressive here on this 4th down.
It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. These two have storied traditions in the history of the sport, but in the not-too-distant past, Miami actually considered giving up football, and Florida State was an afterthought.
You know, a lot of people forget back in the day when Miami was in the Big East, right? Florida State was in the ACC. This was kind of an interconference battle every time they played, but no doubt, David, this game just holds so much more significance to both programs.
Both in the state of Florida. Florida State, Miami, the uniforms are so great, the lineage, the history of the players, so it does. It feels like this rivalry's been playing a lot longer than since 1951. Let's not complicate this. My man is better than your man. Find your matchups and go get them.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. The run to the left. Got a little space. A huge pickup, knocked out of bounds at the 30, but they are in business.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
From the 30-yard line on 1st down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25. There on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? Dropping back, it's Daniels. Fires to the right. Caught! This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
at this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, you're bringing all these tight ends in the game. You'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Florida State.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The run inside. It's Fletcher. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a run.
We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown Seminoles! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up, they take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Well, the quarterback was in a world of trouble there. He was under pressure. He knew he was going to get hit, so he's just trying to get rid of it, but he forced it into double coverage. He's lucky that was only an incompletion.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. You want to talk about aggressive or wacky? This head coach is keeping his offense on the field inside his own 30. Could be an alley. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice twice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. Throwing, Mensah. Bringing the heat. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players, certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. It's complete to the left. Across the 25, he's got room. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Running to the left. Got enough for the first. At the 45, on his way. Big play on that one as he works his way all the way to the 28-yard line. What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. They'll run it to the right. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty, so important at the college level. 3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Throws for the tight end. Touchdown, Noles! And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Turning it on. Picks up the 1st down. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes! Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. A little surprised to see them line up for an onside kick here. Down 2 possessions, but a lot of time to play. Ball skips out of bounds, penalty flag flies, and the onside kick is unsuccessful. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. Great place to start for this offense. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. The give to the left. Open space at the 25. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Might as well give it to him again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you think the defense is dialed into this guy? Like, he's already had such a great start to the football game, and you know they're using him. Great job by this defense. Great adjustment. Great job being downhill, physical, fast right now, and getting him stopped.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Noles will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They're going to run it. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
And he's not going to make it this time either. Another stop, and it's 3rd and goal. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Direct snap. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Runs through a tackle. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Does make sure to take care of that football. He stopped after a short gain. It'll be 3rd down.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game.
He's going to let it go. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Here's the pressure. And it's a sack. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. One more snap coming before halftime. Snap to the back. On his feet at the 40. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We start with Oregon, taking on the number 3 team, the Texas A&M Aggies. And it's the Ducks, locked up in a tight one in this matchup of top 10 teams. We haven't even hit the half here today, and it's already shaping up to be an instant classic. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. Pocket breaking down. He gets away. Had to get rid of it quickly. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Looking to pass. It's Daniels. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it down the field. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. They're going to run it. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this 2nd half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got the quick pass. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. No good. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Here's Mensah to throw. Fires to the middle. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Pressure coming. On the move and looking. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Rush is on him. And they got him.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up with tempo. They're ready to do it again.
If they don't pick up this 3rd down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
The Seminoles will try to convert on 4th down. Motion from the wideout. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. A little too anxious to get started on the outside, and that's a false start. Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on 4th down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over. And if I'm the play caller here, I am taking a shot. In a sudden change situation, let me see if I can throw one deep and make this team pay for not getting that 4th down.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. So Miami signals for a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Mensah. Moving out to the right. Now he'll fire back into the middle. Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. They'll go to the air. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. On to attempt to try. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Back has it. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So we open the final period with a third down play. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. There's a crease. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. At midfield, he's got room. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
And the Seminoles have their offense in high gear. To the air, it's Daniels. Under fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Might have a chance. The 10. Touchdown, Florida State. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. They add a little more to the lead as they are right on the verge of ending this long losing streak. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Flying out to the left. At the 20. Touchdown, Miami. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
And it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. Bills have it back, they'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
It'll be 3rd and long. Fights off a defender.
And I think the offensive coordinator will be a little frustrated at that play because obviously it didn't go anywhere, and that's fine if you don't get any yardage, but we're under 2 minutes. You know, we've got the lead. We want that clock to be our friend and to tick, running out of bounds, stopping it, really keeping this defense in the football game.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Shoots it to the left. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. He'll be stopped right at the 42 after returning the pick, and the defense comes up with a turnover. They'll start this drive from the 42. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And we call his name again. This is the same guy. Remember, he had the defensive touchdown already. Now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, getting this.
Looking deep. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Fires to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And obviously, guys, this drive is critical. You're down, you've got to score. So with a couple of timeouts in your pocket, man, like, that changes the whole dynamic of this 2-minute run. Like, I can work the whole field. And here coming up on 3rd down, man, don't be scared to do that. Don't be scared to run it. Don't be scared to throw a screen to get some yardage to get a first down.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Fires deep toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Lining up to add another. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper was a bolt of lightning, a touchdown pass from 84 yards out. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. And the defense, with help from the officials, will push this offense back. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. It rarely disappoints when the Seminoles and Hurricanes get together, and it is Florida State celebrating the flaming spear of victory by taking down the U. That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.